Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm excited to help .NET developers like you prepare for interviews. On this channel, I'll be sharing valuable insights, tips and tricks to help you ace your next .NET interview. From technical questions to behavioral advice, I have got you covered. Let's get started and take your career to the next level. So here I'll be sharing the interview questions that I have been asked during the interview process, and I'll be sharing the interviews in part by part, the questions that was asked to me. So let's get started. This is the first question that I was asked. So how do you let user know there is an exception in the application? Uh, so I have given this 4 points as an answer. So the first one will be try catch blocks. The code that might throw an exception is placed within the try block, and the catch block will contain the code that handles the exception. We can also have multiple catch blocks that can be used to handle different types of exceptions. So here one more question that can be asked to you is, out of many catch blocks, how many catch blocks will be executed at a time? So can you guess how many catch blocks can be executed at a time? Okay, so I'll be telling the answer. It's only one catch block. At a time, we can only run or use only one catch block. This is the answer. The second point is user-friendly error messages. Instead of displaying technical error messages, we should provide user-friendly messages that explain the issue and guide the user on how to proceed. This will be very useful for user so that user will be able to understand. Okay, and the next point is logging. Here what we do is we log the detailed information about the exceptions, including the exception type, message, stack trace, and any relevant context. So you can refer it later. So this is about logging. Then we come towards global exception handling for web applications. Okay, for web applications, we can implement global exception handling to catch unhandled exceptions in a centralized manner. These are the points or answers that I gave for the first question that was asked to me. Coming towards next question, that is, what is generics? So generics in C# are a way to create code that can be used with different data types. This makes the code more versatile and reusable. Generics are declared by using the smaller than and greater than symbol, and the letter that represents generics is the capital letter T. You can go through this example here, class data store. So here the above data store is a generic class, okay, because T is the type parameter that we have given here. It can be used as a type of fields, properties, method parameters, return types and delegates. And here for example, data is generic property because we have used the type parameter T as its type instead of specific data type. For example, here you can see a method public T data. Here T which means it's a generic method. Okay. If it was int or string, then it was int or string that method. This is about that. And the next question is, what exactly is an component in Angular? So if you are a full stack .NET developer, then you will be asked this question. So you can answer it as, in Angular, a component is a fundamental building block of an application. Also, you can tell the main code or the binding code will be written in the component. Okay, this is about that. The next question is, what is the difference between type of and key of? This also comes under Angular. So, key of will extract the property or key names from an object. Okay, from an object, key of will take the property or key names, but type of will extract the type of value. Next question, what is root guards and how you handle it? Root guards in Angular are a mechanism to control access to specific routes based on certain conditions. It acts as a gatekeeper to protect the routes from unauthorized access. they are implemented using interfaces that define methods to be executed before, after, or during the route navigation. Okay, so you can be also asked question like what is routing? I'll be giving answer for that in my coming sessions, or you can also search for the answer and verify it with mine in the coming session. Okay, fine. So the next question is difference between class and structures. So the first difference is members of class are private by default, members of structure are public by default. Second difference, it is declared by using class keyword. Structure, it is defined by using struct keyword. Third difference, it is normally used for data abstraction and inheritance. Structures, it is normally used for grouping of different data types. I'll give you one more difference. Class uses heap for memory, structure uses stack for memory. And class is of reference type, structure is of value type. These are two more differences that I'm giving you, which is not there in this screen. Okay. We will go towards SQL. In SQL, this was a question asked to me. What is temporary table in SQL? What are its types? So, temporary tables. So, temporary tables, as the name itself suggests, are the database objects created and used temporarily within a session or transaction. Unlike permanent tables, temporary tables are not stored in the database schema and are automatically dropped at the end of session or transaction in which they were created. So this makes them ideal for handling intermediate results or temporary data that must be manipulated or processed before being discarded. So one more question that can be asked is what is the advantage of temporary tables and why do we use temporary tables? In this case, you can tell them it's ideal for handling intermediate results or temporary data that must be manipulated or processed before being discarded. Also, temporary tables helps in the security, okay, of the data. So this is about what is temporary table in SQL. So there is another question that is that can be asked like what are its types. So here there are two tables, okay, two types of temporary tables. One is local temporary table, another one is global temporary table. So they can also ask you the difference between local temporary tables or global temporary tables. For this you can answer local temporary tables are visible in the sessions that they are created, and global temporary tables are visible in all the sessions. This is first difference. Second difference, local temporary tables are more secure due to their isolation level. Global temporary tables are less secure as there is no isolation. This is the second difference. Third difference is local temporary table is prefixed with single hash symbol and global temporary table is prefixed with double hash symbol. So this is about the temporary tables, the uses of temporary tables and the types of temporary tables along with this difference. Okay? Yes. So the next question that was asked to me was what is destructor? Destructors, which are also called finalizers in C#, are used to perform any necessary final cleanup when a class instance is being collected by garbage collector. Okay, so the destructor is also special type of method present in a class just like constructor, having the same name as the class name but prefixed with tilde symbol. Okay, it's prefixed with tilde symbol. The constructor in C# is explicitly called when the object of the class is created. On the other hand, Destructor in C sharp is implicitly called when the object of the class is destroyed. This is about destructor. So the people can also ask you the difference between constructor and destructor. During that time, you have to mention constructor is automatically created or called when the object is created. Okay, I mean, sorry, it's not created. The constructor is automatically called when the object is created. But destructor is automatically called when the object is destroyed. And constructor initializes the object, but destructor helps to clean up and release resources when the object is destroyed. Constructor will not use tilde symbol. Destructor will use tilde symbol. Constructor can have parameters. Destructor cannot have parameters. These are the difference between constructor and destructor. You have to be really sure about the difference and where you have used constructor in your project. This question can also be asked. Okay, we'll go to the next question. The next question is explain the life cycle of MVC. There is another question that can also be asked like explain the life cycle of ASP.NET page. But today I'll be explaining about the life cycle of MVC. So there are few steps in the life cycle of MVC like how model view and controller will work. So the first step is user will make a request for a page. This is first step. Next step is route.config will get check on controller. Okay. Then the third step is after route.config will validate the request, it will get transfer from controller to model. Then the fourth step is page request will go to model and on model the following operation will perform. So the following operations are like page initialization will start after the initialization of page. Next one result set will get generated. Step 5, generated result set will be delivered to the controller from the model. On model page validation operation will perform. Step 6, after page validation on controller, page will deliver to view through view engine. That is, views will be rendered via view engine. Step 7, now user can see requested page as response page. So these are the things involved in the life cycle of MVC. Okay. Then today's last question is a query to find only third highest salary from EMP table. So first what we will do is here we are using subqueries. We can also use the dense rank concept also, but I am showing you the simplest form here which can be used to get only third highest salary from employee table. So here first what we will do is we will write a query to find select max of salary from employee, and this result we will put it inside another query like select max of salary from employee where salary is less than select max of salary from employee. So this will be put inside another query that is select max of salary from employee where salary is less than this query. So this query, how it works is, for example, if you take there are 7,000, 8,000 and 9,000 as salaries, and in this 7, 8, 9, what is the third highest salary? 7,000 is the third highest salary. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Out of 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, if you tell us what is the highest salary, it will be 9,000. What is the second highest salary? It will be 8,000. What is the third highest salary? It will be 7,000. So here we have to get 7,000. What we will be doing in the beginning is we will be select max salary from employee. So max salary from employee is, I told you 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Here it will select 9,000. Okay, here it will select 9,000. We will have 9,000 value here. When we write this query, select max of salary from employee where salary less than, here it's 9,000. So the salary which is less than 9,000 is 8,000. So this whole query will be replaced by 8,000. In this query, we will write another query like select max of salary from employee where salary is less than 8,000 is 7,000. So we will be getting only third highest salary from employee table. So this is about the today's session. I have shown you 10 interview questions, and these are 10 questions are all the questions that was asked to me. I'm not giving you the questions that is outside from the interview. These are the questions that were asked to me. Also, in the coming session, stay tuned. I'll be sharing more interview questions that I was shared. Yes, this is about that. Uh, yes. Guys, thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more .NET interview prep content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on new videos. See you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.